What's up, guys? It's Sion, and I'm back. All right, now this particular video, I have to explain growth because there's been some questions on it, and I got to explain it so it's painfully obvious and painfully clear. Because for some reason, I guess these people never played MMOs before. All right, so let me explain growth. The growth in this game works the same exact way that it works in all the rest of MMOs. It's a percentage of what you get on per point when you gain that point or level. So what is happening right here and what may be confusing people is that Naruto Online doesn't necessarily put all the information that it should. It used to. In China it used to, but for some reason they took it out. I don't know why. In the early, if you look back in like some of my very first videos on this game, it had a percentage when you clicked on it. Now it doesn't have that anymore. I forget. I guess they thought that was too much information. It was confusing people, or they wanted to simplify it. But in simplifying it actually caused problems because now people don't exactly know how things work. So let's go in here. Now you see the effect, the increase right here on the life growth effect, the increase of stamina with ninja level up. So pretty much when you get one stamina point, it's going to be 1 times this number right here. Forget these right here. Forget all that right there. It's going to be 1 times this number. Now sometimes it variable, sometimes it goes up, sometimes it goes down. I have no idea why that happens, but the end result is you will always end up at this same difference. It will always be this same difference no matter what, no matter what you do, no matter what level you end up, no matter what color this turns to, it will always end up this difference. This will always be 8 from each other. This will always be the denomination from each other. It will always be 57. To show you that, when you head over to China when the character is a little bit stronger, see that right there? See that? Remember the 8 denomination right there? And this basically went up. Remember, this is the same denomination that it was before. It never changes. The ratio never changes. It will always be this. It just went up 1 point basically when you take away the other two digits. It's still 26, 8, 10, 10, 10. It's always going to be like that. So every 1 point that you get is going to be benefited by 26. Going to be benefited by 8, by 10, by 10, and by 10. It's always going to be like that. That's how growth is. So when you see me comparing these ninja and unlimited, and one ninja is red and one ninja is purple or something like that, it doesn't matter because the growth doesn't change. The growth is just going to get higher by an additive number, but the growth will always be the same. So it doesn't matter if they're going to be 5-star, if they're going to be 2-star or 1-star, their growth will always be the same. This only thing that's going to change is that this number is going to go up. That's it. That's at the end of the day, that's it. It's still, even with it like that, it still have to go off the base. And the base is more closer right here. So right there. So when you say, hey, you know, this stuff is going to be this or that, even though the characters are higher, so are the other characters that you're facing. So even though in the beginning maybe this was all lower than the average of 900, it's still going to be that average because now you're facing other people that are going to have their averages raised up too. So that nothing changes. It's just that whoever is stronger at that point in time. So if I want you to get this to properly, let me say this differently. For you to properly understand this, let's say the base is, let's say the average, you know, which is usually around 900 for something to be good. Okay? So it's around 900. Now, when we start going up right here, that base average is still there. All the rest of the characters are going to also be this strong. So being that this wasn't all that great to begin with, this still isn't all that great, even though that it's larger. If you guys can understand that. Just because it's larger doesn't get rid of the fact that it was crappy in the beginning. It's still crappy. This is awesome. It's still awesome. This is whack, so it's still whack. If you guys understand that, just because it's higher than what the average is at base does not mean that it's magically, oh, okay, now it's 1042 1050, whatever. That's hotness if it was 20 levels ago, but it's still crap. If you guys get that meaning, it's like it's still he didn't just because he got over the average at 1042 doesn't mean that okay, now he's gonna be super badass with this. No, it's not super badass with it. It's still, you know, average. If you guys get that meaning, that's what that means. So I hope you understand. I hope you understand the growth and how it is, and understand that growth does not change. Growth just gets higher. It gets higher in a number, but the growth of what point you get doesn't change at all. Not at all. It just goes, like I said, it just goes higher. So I hope you understand that. I hope I will not get any more of these questions about why are you comparing two different characters. I am comparing them because their base growth does not change, even when they go higher. It's the same damn thing. So if it was sucky when it was at level 1, it's going to suck at level 100. It'll just be higher. Everybody else will be at level 100 too. So it kind of doesn't matter. You're back at square one all over again. You can't base it off of that. Same thing with skills. If somebody has a crap skill set, they're going to be a crap skill set even if they're 5-star. So why would you, like, at some point, even though the stats are higher, it doesn't necessarily mean that you're going to win. You're going to find that a lot in this game, that you can have 5-star characters against a whole bunch of people with 2-star teams. Like you see me with Moo right there, 2-star, and I still whoop on somebody's ass with this team. So yeah, like it doesn't matter. Like I'm facing like 5-star people all the time, and I'm still beating them with like one of my front characters, a 2-star. It's the skill set. His skill set immobilizes. His skill set calls out a clone. His skill set makes him tanky. That overrides things sometimes. So that's where I'm comparing. You got to compare just more than one thing. People just see power and they just lose their mind and think that, oh, it's badass because it's 5-star. Nope, doesn't work like that. So you guys on the left hand side, again, Naruto Online videos. On the bottom right hand side, MMO Show. Top right, Lady Legacy. Top left, a random video. And I will see you guys soon. Peace.